great to have you with us from Milan Puskar Stadium in Morgantown. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. It's the Auburn Tigers and the West Virginia Mountaineers. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rose, some interesting storylines setting up in this one.
Thank you, guys. I did check in with the Auburn head coach before the game. He understands that they are walking into a very difficult situation today. Their opponents have a big winning streak on hand, but so do they. He said, I believe that we can come and set the tone early. Look for them to be very balanced in their play calling, show why they've won these games 3 in a row, and really set the tone here early in the first quarter. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. Auburn will kick off to get us underway. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Cook. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5. Let's take a second here and think about West Virginia. Really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top 2 teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it?
It has. Obviously, there's so many teams in each conference, but head-to-head still very much matters. So if you're sitting, obviously, at the top like these teams are, the head-to-head this day will really matter down the road.
Yeah, this was a game we circled way back in the preseason, expecting these 2 teams to be as good as they are, and now we get to find out who's the best in conference. Both these teams relishing this opportunity to show not only their opponent, but the rest of the conference who the top dog is.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Let's see if the defense comes after them. 3rd and short from the 45. Throwing, Hawkins. They're working that left side. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels.
And that's why, as a former quarterback, man, I love these drag routes, because if you get the right coverage and it's man-to-man and someone gets picked or can't keep up with your receiver, you just put it out nicely in front of them, they're going to make the catch, and they're going to take it a long way. Really great execution. Nice job by the receiver creating separation, and beautiful throw out in front of the target.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Making side adjustments here. Looking to throw, it's Hawkins. Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man.
If you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time. Accurate throw, nice pitch and catch.
He'll do it himself. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
And this D's given up a lot of yards, and it looks like a failed possession, but right here they get a chance to save it. Nice job. They're forcing a passing 3rd and goal situation situation here. Got to stay sticky to these wide receivers. One more down, and it would look like a really bad possession can turn into a...
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Well, here's an interesting decision. It's early in the game. Do you want to be aggressive and try to seize momentum and go for this? Or do you just take the field goal and take the points?
Between the uprights, it's good. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
And they don't get 7 on that opening drive, but they get 3. And this place is rocking. Night games are always so loud, so obnoxious, and these fans, they get something to cheer about with that first offensive possession.
He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Running inside. It's caught. It's a fumble on the play. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Touchdown, Mountaineers. Fence takes matters into its own hands.
That defenses are always trying to force turnovers to get the ball back to their offense, make those big plays. You know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you force the turnover, the pill hits the ground, you scoop it up, and you take it all the way back to the house. Huge play for this defense.
And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. Got his man on the right. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the change for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Brown will throw it. Caught over the middle. It's Nimrod. Gets away from one, finds room. Oh, a lot of space. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17.
Will, you're trailing in the game. Someone's got to make a play. There's an accurate throw by the quarterback, and when you throw it accurately like that, you give your receiver an opportunity to advance the ball. Good, strong running. He's able to break a tackle, and that's an explosive play they need now as they're trying to tie this game up.
He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
Man, you gotta love that from your corner. Willing to pull the trigger right away. Obviously, the running back slips out of the backfield. They throw him the football, but he doesn't waste any time. He doesn't hesitate, pulls the trigger.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and West Virginia has the lead. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
Really nice job. The route, getting himself open, and he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays, and they closed the deal with a 20-yard pass for 6. From inside the 15, chance for a good return. And he'll be stopped. Return gets it out across the 25, stopped at the 26. Here comes the Mountaineers offense to take the field and open this possession. They'll start this drive with a chance to regain the lead, down 7-3. With the catch, it's set. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
Such a nice job at pass protection. You've got the corner route there to the tight end. It's going to take the big fella a little while to get to that area of the field, so you got to build a nice pocket for the quarterback to throw from. And all 5 guys up front doing their job individually, working together in tandem beautifully. That's what really allowed that play to work.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
They have it at the 43, 3rd and short, trying to avoid making a decision on 4th down. Snagged out of the air. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. The offense changing the play. Hawkins. A strike downfield. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down. And the Mountaineers go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. The run inside. It's Cook. They're trying to send a message with this running game. He stopped after a pickup of 4 to the 33.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
They're looking at a 3rd down and short from the 33. Michael Hawkins. It's complete to the right. And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Still 3rd down, but a little less manageable after that penalty. Might be calling a hot route. From the gun on 3rd down, Hawkins. Firing to the right, complete. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down. Down to 2 minutes to play in the half. The referee signaled for the 2-minute timeout.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
Man, when I can run the football like that on 1st down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
Throwing, Hawkins. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
non-made receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14.
And I think this is starting to get really frustrating for this defense, man. This is a drive that they're putting play after play together. And you finally force the third down, and they get the first down again. And so starting to sub some bodies because they're getting a little bit tired. They've got to find a way to get a third down stop.
He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
The screen, and watch out. Now the connection takes it to the 11. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half.
Look, as an offense, you're always going to take completions over incompletions and interceptions. So the offense, they're able to make that third down a little bit more manageable, but honestly, not by much.
Hawkins from the gun on third down. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Mountaineers! Fired in from the red zone for the score. And these guys just score from anywhere out there? After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and they'll get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Brown wants to pass. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. And that'll be incomplete, man. That would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
This time he's got his man. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. They want to run this quarterback. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. Auburn calls it second of 3 timeouts. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. The Tigers can really attack on this second and short. Looking to fire. Using his legs to buy some time. Makes the catch. It's Kane. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening.
And this is why, as a defense, man, you don't want to let the quarterback outside the pocket. Once he gets outside the pocket, now everybody else has to adjust, and some people have to leave coverage, and he goes and he starts going towards his right. Nice job by the receiver finding some space towards the sidelines. They get the completion and make the play.
Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score.
And that's a nice job by the offense. Man, I love when offenses can go 5 wide, spread the formation, find the matchup they want. This time, it's the running back turn wide receiver. They get him the football, and he does the rest and gets upfield. But nice job spreading the formation and really making the defense make a decision.
What a play by the defender there, guys, in his own end zone. The offense is taking a shot, and if that defender was just 1 step behind, that would have been a touchdown. But the hit forces the incompletion.
Brown will throw it. Makes the catch. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. The whistle sound, and they got it called just in time, using the timeout with a second left. Now to see if they can score before the half. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. It's complete on the right side. And he won't be able to push his way in. He stopped at the 1. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, welcome into the epicenter of the college football world, our Orlando EA Sports Studios, and a great Week 8. We start with Middle Tennessee State taking on the FIU Panthers. And it's the Blue Raiders coming away with the victory in one of the highest scoring games we've seen all season. It gets them to 4-1 on the season, and it's got to be looked at as a solid start. Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3.
Well, you got to give the defense credit. They knew a big key in this one was slowing this dude down, especially after how well he played the last time out. They have been swarming him, they have been gang tackling him, and getting a lot of penetration up front.
Makes the catch. It's Nimrod. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46. And the Tigers are in the hurry-up.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Brown wants to pass. Caught in the backfield, it's Kane. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
And that just shows you the team speed this defense has. As soon as they identify who's got the ball, they are around and surrounding that ball carrier so quickly.
Looking to the big tight end. Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
And if you're going to throw a heater like that as a quarterback, you better be accurate, because tips lead to picks, especially when you're throwing it over the middle of the field. That time trying to find his tight end, but it is not an accurate throw. It goes up in the air, and the defense makes him pay with the pick.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Hawkins finds a man in the middle. Makes the grab, and a nice gain gets it to the 35.
Really nice job on that play. Quarterback and receiver being on the same page. Quarterback not telegraphing the throw, and the receiver does a nice job finding the soft spot in the defense. Just
intercepted for the 11th time this season. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. Here's the pressure. What a complete disaster. What a terrible decision to run that far backwards and take the safety. They'll boot it away from their own 20 after taking the safety. He's got it. Here comes the offense back onto the field. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Cook. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Right back to the well. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. 3rd and 6 yards to go. Michael Hawkins. Almost intercepted, and what a momentum swing that could have been, but they still force a 4th down. The Mountaineers will call on their punt team. The punters have had the day off up to this point, first one of the game. Gets it away, solid distance, but more importantly, trying to keep it away from that return man. Tigers sending out their offense, ready to get this drive started. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some first downs together. Get some good mojo going.
Looking wrong. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
You can sense the frustration building on the field and on the sideline for this team because on paper, they're the better team. From a player standpoint, from a record standpoint, things just not going their way in this game, and someone's going to have to step up and make a play to turn this thing around.
He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. They're getting to the line quickly and staying out there on 4th down. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Takes a hit as he fires. And it's knocked away, and they don't convert on 4th down.
I know the analytics tell me to be aggressive and go for it, but in the second half, in these ball games, the analytics don't work for every single situation. And right now, you've set them up. I just hope this one doesn't come back to bite you right in the hind.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Defense comes up with a stop, but not before he moves the chains and takes it inside the 10 to the 8. And the Mountaineers trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Going to the run, it's Cook. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscles. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, West Virginia. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away. Count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Time is running short. They've let this game get away from them a little bit. They must get something done here to have a chance to pull it out late. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Ncaa. Pick up of 8. It's now 2nd and 2. Auburn lines up quickly.
A good start by this offense. Something positive on the first play. The drive is good. Listen, the hill is large, right? Like this, we need 2 scores. We got to have 2 touchdowns to get back in this game. We got to be aggressive. We got to take shots, but obviously not put the football at risk.
A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Passing game kept his drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Motion from the wide receiver. Brown will throw it. Zings it complete to the right. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7.
And these are these moments, man, when you're trailing by a couple possessions, you've got to put it together. Your quarterback has to come through. I mean, it's not a surprise. It's going to be passes. He's got to be smart. He's got to be quick with his decision-making, and they kind of got to be up near the line of scrimmage and be in a little bit of a hurry.
He'll be stopped short. It'll bring up 4th down as this defense makes a play.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because...
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. On 4th down, looking to pass. Right down the middle. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not.
Listen, with the aggressiveness of offenses and taking chances, a lot of times it's going to put your defense in a hole. And this defense is going to have to come through in the clutch right here because you're trailing. They can't get more scores. They got to get a stop on this possession, and the offense is going to have to do better than they just did.
Running inside. It's Cook. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
And you could tell the QB wants to run. He's going to be a big part of the game plan, and the defense really, really understands that. I got to understand, and more importantly, when I get a lick on this cat, I got to take it. Like, not dirty, not cheap shots, but into the plays, when I can be physical and really make him feel me, I think that'll always bode well in a 4th quarter game.
From the gun on 3rd down, Hawkins. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. Moving quickly, trying to rattle the D.
Go, go! Ready, go! Ready, go!
A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The Mountaineers will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Brown wants to pass. He'll try to do it himself. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. They'll move the wide receiver. Crosses the 35. Snags it, and there's running room. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line.
And this receiver is so dangerous. There's so many different ways that he can hurt a defense. You got to throw it to him conventionally, but find creative ways to get him the football out in space and let him go to work.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. You give away 5 like that, it's hard enough to make first downs. 1st and 15 here. Escapes the pressure going right. He wants a big play here late. Complete downfield. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26. Here comes Auburn to the line on 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again, and why not? Grabbed behind the line, it's Ncaa. Brought down just short of the sticks on the screen pass. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. He wants to throw it again. Now adjusting. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. On target. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. Bring in the heat. He's got it on the move. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. The Tigers, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. With the run on 1st and goal. And he's in! Touchdown, Auburn!
Well, the offense did their part. You're just trying to apply some pressure on the opponent, right? Yeah, you're down right now, but if you can find a way to get the ball back with some time on the clock, they're within striking distance still to win this game.
They got one of the touchdowns they needed, and they'll try to get the ball back right now with the onside kick. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football.
Well, here in the 4th quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
The Mountaineers offense coming onto the field. So we've got a tight spot here, David. They'd love to run out the clock, but all those timeouts staring at them.
Yeah, they got 3 timeouts on defense, but I know a first down ends this football game. So I got to get my guys physical, ready to roll.
Yeah, because you know this defense is going to be playing the run. They're going to be loading the box, trying to get tackles, using their timeouts to get the football back. So this is going to come down to who's better in the trenches.
Under fire. He'll throw it. It's complete. Auburn calls its 2nd of 3 timeouts. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Hawkins from the gun on 3rd down. Got a man. He's got enough to move the chains, and that clock will keep moving, and they'll be able to run it out. Final timeout call.